So I wanted to talk today about a concept that a lot of programmers, especially beginning programmers, don't really understand, which is debugging. Debugging is the most powerful tool you can use to make sure your program is working correctly. A lot of the times, your professor, your teachers, or a book might tell you, this is how you check the status of your program. You would print the value of what it is here. No, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that at all. In fact, that's counterintuitive. So what can we do instead to see exactly what's going on with our program? Well, we can use debugging. We can use something called breakpoints. A breakpoint looks like this. Maybe you've seen it before. Maybe you've clicked next to your line number and you were like, hey, why did my line turn red? This is because this is where we're telling our debugger, I want you to pause the program right here. Yes, you can actually stop a program, or rather pause it while it's running. Because remember that a program is just instruction 1, instruction 2, instruction 3. Well, we can actually stop at instruction 1 and pause there, then evaluate it, then stop at instruction 2, then evaluate it, and then so forth. We don't have to run through the entire program in one go. If we did that now, this is what it looks like. See? Nothing happened. But if we use the debugger now with a breakpoint, let's put a breakpoint on line number 8. We want to stop on the first line. Let's debug instead. Look at that. The console hasn't printed anything yet. That's because we are stopped on line 8 and we're about to evaluate it. The computer's about to create a variable named my name and put the word James in it. If you notice here, the variables don't have anything yet, the variables window, and that's because this line hasn't evaluated yet. But let's evaluate that line by stepping over this statement. Look at that. The variables windows now has a variable called my name and it has the word James in it. We're gonna do the same thing for my age. Wow, look at that. Once line number 9 evaluated, now we have two variables, my name, which has the word James in it, as we did on line 8, and my age, which has the number 20 in it. And if we hover over those, we'll see those values. See? James and 20. So the reason why we go to the console and this hasn't printed out yet is because this line has yet to be evaluated. So if we step over this, check that out. We just printed to the console what was in my name and in my age. So now we're going to evaluate this right here to find out how old James is going to be next year. At the current moment, my age is 20. But once we evaluate this line, we can see here that my age is now 21. So when we evaluate this statement, we're done with our program. Pretty much. Not yet. We haven't returned from it yet. We still have to evaluate the next line. And now we finish the program. So I'm going to do a video series with a more complicated approach. And you guys are going to see, as maybe intermediate programmers, the true power of how debugging can change your life as a programmer and how you can use it to learn concepts significantly more quickly. Thank you guys.